Man United owners the Glazers stepped in to prevent two players leaving Old Trafford. Manchester United are currently micromanaged by the Glazers. And reports say the Americans have stepped in twice in recent years to prevent the likes of Anthony Martial and Marcos Rojo leaving the club. The Red Devils owners are in the spotlight at present, at a time where they're set to take £11 million worth of dividends out of the club. Manchester United have been owned by the Glazers since 2005. There was a big backlash when the Americans first purchased the club and, with the Red Devils drifting in the years since Sir Alex Ferguson's retirement, they remain as maligned as ever. Now, Goal have revealed the controversial owners have stepped in twice in recent years to prevent players from leaving the club. Jose Mourinho wanted to jettison Anthony Martial during his reign, deeming the France international to be surplus to requirements. But it's claimed Joel Glazer blocked the 26-year-old from departing because the forward was the Americans' favorite player. This was back in 2018 when Mourinho set his sights on a deal for Ivan Perisic, who was playing for Inter Milan at the time. Man United transfers. Erik ten Hag already has his own Darwin Núñez, but the current Roma boss was left without the Croatia international and, months later, his head rolled following a 3-1 defeat to Liverpool. In 2019, it's stated that the Glazers also intervened to prevent Rojo from departing. The Argentina international was a target for Everton, who were aiming to bring the World Cup final to Goodison Park. But the Glazers feared the Toffees becoming a top-4 rival and, ultimately, chose to keep Rojo at the club. He'd later to leave to join Boca Juniors in 2021 and, somewhat shockingly, was recently videoed smoking a cigarette on the pitch after they won the Professional League Cup. He was criticized by fans for his actions, especially given he lit up in the presence of his young family. Don't miss Man United have just 7 players worth keeping under Erik ten Hag. 3 players want to join Man United this summer. Why Eriksen might be a Man United smokescreen. Rojo is no longer a figure at United. Yet Martial is, and, given his alarming dip in form over the last 2 years, it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. The France international scored 23 goals under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the 2019-2020 season, more than any other player. But he's notched just 8 times for the Red Devils in the time since and toiled on loan at Sevilla last term. United want to bolster their attack by bringing Antony to Old Trafford, with the Ajax star a top target for Erik ten Hag. Man United fixtures when Erik ten Hag's team face every Premier League team, and the arrival of the Brazil international would likely push Martial closer to the exit door. While that's the case, however, it's also possible the 26-year-old will return to Old Trafford looking to prove a point. The World Cup in Qatar is due to commence in November and Martial will be hoping to make the France squad for the tournament in the Middle East. Therefore, he could return to United with an added incentive to rediscover his best form and make his mark under ten Hag. Meanwhile, football intermediary Kenneth Esquez has close links to Sevilla. Want the latest football news? Join our brand new Facebook group by clicking here, and he recently insisted Martial had been unlucky during his time in La Liga, saying, "There's nothing sinister, he's been unlucky." If you look at Sevilla before January and Sevilla after, it looks like 2 different teams. From talking to sporting director Monchi and being in the city, there has been a mentality issue for Sevilla. They are used to being the kings of the city and Betis being 20 points behind and winning nothing. But this year, Betis challenged them all season and won the Copa del Rey. They won't admit it, but that affected Sevilla